for an on-time arrival tomorrow night? The airline rejects the pilot's latest offer, and travelers are scrambling. Race hate on trial. A defendant who wore the uniform of the U.S. military and wanted the markings of a killer on his skin. And Eye on America. Children having children. One community's way of bringing down the high rate of teen pregnancy.
This is the CBS Evening News. With Dan Rather reporting from CBS News headquarters in New York.
Good evening. Pilots for American Airlines are walking picket lines tonight. You are looking at a live picture of the big Dallas-Fort Worth airport. The pilots are not on strike yet, but they are warning passengers there will be a strike tomorrow night unless the pilots get an agreement to be paid more. A strike is growing more likely, and it would have a major impact on the economy. And as Frank Curra reports, it certainly will have a major impact on air travelers.
In the countdown to Friday's threatened midnight strike, American Airlines ticket holders are in travel turmoil, rebooking and double booking flights on other carriers.
We need to come to the airport tomorrow and stand by for our flight.
I'll be quite upset, but there's not much I can do.
I have a backup flight that gets me back to New York Monday night.
With growing uncertainty over a strike that would shut down the nation's largest domestic airline and cancel 2,200 daily flights, travel agents are scrambling.
We also will keep your American Airlines tickets intact until we see what happens over the weekend.
At the height of the winter tourist season, there is only limited space left on competing airlines for an estimated 200,000 passengers who fly American every day.
Many of the flight displays are all zeroed out. You can't get a seat if you wanted to.
In Dallas, a worried Donna Willey and her family hope to fly to Puerto Vallarta on Sunday on American frequent flyer tickets, not honored by other airlines.
I hope that whoever the people are that are making the decisions can think about children and vacation.
To hedge their bets, travelers have double booked with American and competing airlines for protection. And in response, Delta is selling only non-refundable tickets on popular routes.
It's a deterrent to double booking, and it's a way for them to capture market share.
Vacationers arriving today in Miami on American say their only worry if the pilots strike is getting back home.
The last resort would be I'd rent a car and drive all the way back to Chicago.
With virtually no seats available on competing airlines this holiday weekend, unless a strike is averted, travel agents say, anyone still holding tickets on American should seriously consider taking the bus. Frank Curra, CBS News, Dallas.
The Transportation Department has sent President Clinton a report.